blarp. I remember to unmute this time. Yay.
Success.
Demira has her cute art now. Welcome back, everybody, to Whispers of Hope, our Legend of Zelda-based Dungeons & Dragons campaign. My brain felt like I said that wrong, but I don't think I did. I am the Dungeon Master Dom. We'll do our intros as usual. Velkorin / Ali will be most likely absent today. He got pulled into work, so if he will make it, he will be back later tonight. If not, it is what it is. But either way. Yeah, so we'll just start with our intros as usual, starting with Vivra.
Hello, I am Rhettaliate, aka Vivra Lacru, the Twili druid.
Demira.
I'm Jaxi. I play Demira, the weapon spirit.
Akari.
Sky / CeruleanxIris, and I play Akari, the Shiekah rogue.
And Lumi.
I'm NibiNekomata, and I play Lumi, the Rito bard.
Our absent player playing Velkorin is AlistairForgall, playing the Twili ranger Velkorin. But yeah, he's fun. I do have an announcement technically, since I did not announce it at the end of this last session. It happened to this session. Players leveled up to level 11 now, so we have the next level up again. But other than that, that's all I got from what I remember. We're gonna roll the goddess inspiration to see what happens for today. I forgot to unpack my dice after I cleaned them, so I'm using Jaxi's super heavy metal flower dice that are down here.
Hey!
Oh, that's a 1, so that means Vivra gets it.
I feel like I've been getting inspiration a lot lately.
I still haven't used the one that I had before.
Oh.
That's fine. I told you. You guys can hold
Yeah.
on to them, the 1, as long as you get it. But if you get
I'm glad we can hold on to them.
But
now,
if you get it
genuinely.
2 times in a row, then it's your SOL. You just lose it. Lose the second one.
Honestly, I've been using it every time, so I've been pretty grateful for it.
Right. There's a slight update as Demira got a slight upgrade piece.
Not a big
Not an
deal,
upgrade.
but I just
Alternate outfit.
just
so
decided to have
pretty.
her little sundress drawn on top of her PNG.
She now acts.
I mean, she's no longer technically safe. She is safe.
Yes. Well, technically, when she doesn't have it on, we're in a gray area.
That's why I said technically.
Yeah.
A brief recap of what happened last time. Players had exited the lab after finishing up there. Rendezvousing with not Frederick, Eli for a brief moment, just kind of inform them what they saw and pass on information. Eli took the information and the tablet / Shiekah slate back to the Zoro's domain and informed the party that they kind of deserve a rest, so they recommended to go to the fishing village off to the east of Huarta, which was having their end of fishing season celebration, which is lots of fun stuff. But yeah, you deserve an arrest. That's what you
Yeah,
deserve.
I thought you said arrest as
Yeah.
in...
We
Stop
haven't
right
done
there,
anything
criminal
wrong, okay?
Right. But anyways, so the party took advantage of the potential to go to rest for a brief moment at the fishing village where they're having their end of year ceremony. Met a couple interesting characters while there. Don't remember a lot of what happened there, to be honest. I probably should have looked up before.
Zom was drinking too much
I
at the
was
fireworks
drinking
festival.
much at the fireworks. It was a great time.
Lesser restoration.
No, my booze. Yep, boarded that, went there. For the most part, it was just kind of a relaxing evening for most of the party members. Except for maybe Velkorin, who kept getting bothered by all these women who wanted to date him, apparently, is what he thought.
One
One
sweet
solid
girl.
person decided to pretend that he's married to Demira for the night so people would leave him alone. Akari and Lumi kind of had their own moment to bond, I guess, so to speak. For during the celebration, Vivra met up with a interesting Rito man and spent the night with him. That it was mostly just a night for celebration and relaxation, and then where we ended off, everybody was huddled up with their own person and doing what they want wherever they want. I believe that's kind of stuff, if I remember correctly. Remember if there was any important lore stuff that happened?
The next morning. I mean, important lore stuff. Velkorin blew up a book, so.
Right, that part. Yep.
Yes, there is now a. What would you call it? Like an
bounty?
initiative.
There's a
an
hit
initiative
on
to destroy.
Oslan now.
Yeah.
Velkorin found a unusual book that weirdly looked very similar to two people we know. One being Demira and another being a specific weapon spirit, and he responded in such by throwing it into the ocean and blasting it with his Eldritch Blast. Which I believe was the first time he's ever used that spell, which is hilarious.
That is really funny, actually.
He's not here to stop me from finding it and reading it.
I'm glad he reacted calmly, you know. I
Yes.
mean, anyone else in that
Yes.
situation might have done worse.
But with
Cool and
that, I
calculated
believe
always.
that is where we ended up.
Demira is sprawled out asleep in her solitary twin bed in the hotel room by herself. I was not cuddling, thank you very much.
A true solo sleeper.
Yeah,
All right.
just this time. She usually cuddles with Akari or someone, but Lumi has Akari cuddle privileges now.
Velkorin has mysteriously
For the
disappeared.
for the first time, maybe in a very long time, Vivra's probably willingly cuddling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Demira is the most single person in the party.
You're married!
Married!
Married in quotations.
The married woman is the most single person in the party.
Ain't that real life? Ooh.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Hey! My husband's a wonderful person, alright?
I didn't mean us.
Oh, stop it.
Anyway, with that, everybody is waking up in the morning to the sounds of, I guess, the villagers kind of cleaning up after last night's celebration, the sounds of the beach, the sounds of birds and everything. It has started to snow because we are in that season, unlike what it kind of looks like in the pictures currently, but
It's
I mean,
white.
It could still
It's-
be cold.
it's hard to make a beach look wintry unless you're in like
Oh,
Iceland.
The sounds of Rito in the morning.
Actually, if it's okay, I wanted Demira to get up earlier than the rest of the party.
Sure. Say,
So
Roll initiative.
roll initiative. Yeah, exactly.
We're fighting.
Good luck. Lumi is definitely keeping Akari in bed.
Vivra's usually the first one up, but
We'll say, Demira, you wake up at sunrise or something, just before sunrise, so you're a little bit earlier than everybody else. The first most obvious thing you notice is Velkorin is not in bed or in his own bed somewhere else, because he's not here to defend
What?
himself, so I'll just say that.
he has disappeared. That's more concerning.
yeah.
There's a note
You
that
have
says I'll be
ruined
back
Demira's
on your
plan.
pillow.
Oh,
Yeah, that's also concerning.
I'm not dead
I'll
underneath
be
it.
back.
There's a second note underneath it that says I'm fine, I'm just
not
hungry.
dead. Okay. Okay.
Something like that. But you immediately notice the most glaring, obvious thing that Eli is passed out on one of your, like, armchair couches, whatever,
Eli!
in the back of
Got
your
back
room.
late. Okay, I don't want to wake him up, but I'll put a little magpie feather in his hair,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna sneak out of the cabin. My sneak is natural 20. Oh my
Of
god!
course.
Oh my god!
Demira is stealthy for once in her entire life.
It's the dress.
She just floats
So that's
out.
a total of 21.
She remembers that she's a
Sick.
weapon spirit that kind of floats, which instead of walking and
Yeah.
going click, 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 she just goes, wait, and floats
Yeah.
out the door.
And then I'm gonna find a quiet hidden spot near one of the waterfalls,
Mhm.
and I have some tests to do with my like hunting grimoire thing.
Mhm.
So she'll get settled in, and I'm gonna start chipping off tiny pieces of metal and like pearlescent hair strands, tiny bits of aquamarine and stuff like that. And then I just gotta check where I put my my grimoire.
Grimoire.
Where'd I put my grimoire? Here it is. Okay, so I can put something in this book and determine creature type and alignment. So I'm going to put my own material into the journal and see what it tells me. What is my creature type and my alignment? Am I a person, like a Hylian? Am I a weapon spirit? What am I?
Creature
Oh my
type is regarding species, not like if you're
I
a
would
human
assume-
construct, whatever.
I would assume it's like your race or whatever.
Race /
Or if you were a monster, probably what type of monster? Or like, like abyssal or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of thing. Defining feature.
Hmm. Going to have you just roll a d20 and tell me what you get right.
Okay. I'll do the gold one. That's a 14.
How many times can you use it today?
Infinitely, I think it just takes like 10 minutes each time, though.
Say.
And
Excuse
it
me.
consumes the
Ooh.
material, so you have to have the materials to do it,
Mhm.
and you have to have multiple if you want to do it more than once.
Yeah. Thinking about how.
Getting ready to write.
Right. Okay. Initially, the text, I guess, that pops up on your book starts to write out weapon spirit. And as it starts to finish out, like, the I on the R and the T, it stops for a second. And then the words disappear. And instead, they start to pop up as Hylian, and then there's a dash. And it starts to look like it's typing or writing Shiekah,
Typing.
but same thing, it cuts off and erases itself, and it seems to get stuck going back and forth between the two. Whether it's saying
Between
weapon spirit
Hylian and
or
Shiekah?
no, weapon spirit and then
Oh, all
Hylian
three?
dash Shiekah. But it continuously doesn't
so,
finish the writing, but it resets itself.
Oh,
Almost as if
interesting.
it's
So
getting
Weapon
confused.
spirit or Hylian Shiekah hybrid?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
As
Bit of
far
both.
as your alignment is good. I mean, whatever your alignment is, what would pop up on the book. I assume
So
you
maybe
are
one of.
lawful good or neutral good.
Mhm. Yeah, I can't remember. It's somewhere on the page, but I can't see it immediately, so I'll think
Something
about it
good.
later.
It
Something
should be
good.
in your
Um,
background. In your background, if you click on that, the characteristics. Alignment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The next piece she'll put in, I'll say that she put in a part of the like pearlescent skin metal type thing first. This time
Mhm.
she'll try a piece of the aquamarine. And she's going to ask for any names or aliases it uses. I want to see if it just says Demira, or if it says Nefea, or if it says whatever the Obsidian Spirit's full name is, or whatever. Names and aliases I use.
So this one is a bit different than how you probably would expect it to work. Are technically partially two people. The name will pop up this time as Demira. And that's it.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't show all of her names?
Because Demira only refers to herself as Demira. Isn't aware of her other aliases, or doesn't consider those aliases hers.
Okay. And then the third one, she'll try some of the darker, like, osmium metal. My current distance, the person's current distance and direction from you, provided it's on the same plane of existence. I want to see if it is just me, where I currently am, or if it leads to any other locations, if it's picking up on possibly Fae or something else.
It says the location is right on top.
Yeah, and that's it, only. Okay. Next is a pearlescent hair strand. Any vulnerabilities or flaws that I have. Insult me, DM.
Are we talking like meta vulnerabilities, or are we talking?
You can take it however you think is interesting.
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, if we're talking meta vulnerabilities,
Shatter spell is my vulnerability.
Yeah, basically. Actually,
I like the idea that it like goes not just physical vulnerabilities, but like mental.
I would say three things.
Demira's
will
gonna
show
start
up.
collecting our body parts.
I'm going to assume the quote-unquote meta knowledge of what actually would be vulnerable toward Demira herself as a physical person / weapon. Three things will pop up. The first being acid, the second being high temperature magma or lava, and the final one is gloom exposure.
Oh, interesting.
Your husband is your weakness.
Well, he's not gloom anymore, but he
No,
was
but
when
he's
he
a
had the hand.
gloomstalker. Isn't he a gloomstalker ranger?
Yes, technically.
That's what I'm saying.
Technically. Okay, what else is there? Another piece of metal, whether or not I am wounded.
You know what? Take 1 point of damage.
Okay. And
They're
so
breaking
now
pieces
the
off
answer,
of you.
now the answer is that yes, I am wounded. So yes, wounded. Thank you. Oh, condition and curse is the last one. I haven't tested the Aurelium yet because it's kind of hard to get at. But I think I've tested everything else.
Esmeralda,
So
I need you.
I think maybe I will try to crack open my ribcage a little.
Oh my gosh.
Just to get a tiny bit of Aurelium to drip onto the page.
How are you going to do this?
With a lever system. a pry and lever system, a
Jesus.
stab. My
Mm.
axe is very pointy at the top, so I will just try to stab that in.
All right, I'm gonna
and then
make
just
you
crack
do
it apart
a
slightly.
Constitution saving throw to see if you have the
Sure.
mental fortitude to self-harm yourself in this manner.
Whoa!
27.
20.
Demira
Great.
doesn't
Yeah,
feel a lot of pain.
I like your dice.
going to definitely make you take damage for this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, that's cocked. They'll take 6 points of damage.
Oh, that's nothing. Okay, so whether or not it is suffering from a condition, a curse, or a similar effect, as well as the nature of that effect.
Or that's right sound bleeding.
That's.
Condition, a curse, or
A similar.
Similar
similar
effect.
effect.
Mhm. Like if you're poisoned or cursed or I guess bleeding could technically be a condition
No,
in D&D.
I'm just being smart ass for that
But
one.
usually it's more like, oh, you're diseased or something. Like,
You have necrosis.
yeah.
Can't think of the word for it. I don't think it's the right word I'm looking for, but brawl could pop up.
Thrall?
Brawl? What,
I'm in
you got
thrall?
some vampire something going on?
As in,
There's someone controlling me?
you're a
You're being
warlock,
puppeteered?
technically.
I am a warlock.
Oh, patron?
But for me, I would be the patron's thrall.
Whatever other word would make sense for that. Brawl is the closest thing I can
Yeah.
think of at the time. Would pop up.
Yeah, I think that is kind of the
Servant?
closest. Yeah,
Polite?
something. Thrall servant.
Mhm.
Or pacted or something. Could say pacted.
I don't know.
Bound?
Okay, well, that's my last
Some
question.
whatever word that works for what I'm trying to convey. You at least got the assumption of what I'm trying to convey. Somebody
I get
has
it.
power over you, and that pops up as one of your
Yeah.
conditions.
Which, you know, if I were a regular warlock, it would be like, yeah, of course, that's my warlock patron. But in the context of Demira, not knowing how this works, she's just
Mhm.
like, it's a surprise to her that someone out there has control over her.
Mhm.
Probably the person who made her.
Control
So
or
that's unsettling.
influence, at least.
Yeah, that's unsettling for her. And then I would also like to just weapon spirit sense to see if any weapon spirits are nearby, to see if maybe Faye and Iva are still in the region somewhere.
Do a perception check.
Oh.
You roll a nat
Eh.
20, your deity disappears.
15.
15 is alright. But you do not sense anything in the immediate vicinity of you within a few. Like,
And there's no way that I could somehow like enhance the distance of the sense, right? If I meditated or something.
suppose I could do.
Burn all my spell slots.
I guess.
You've already been
like
going
that.
for an hour. Because you said it's 10 minutes per, right? And you've done like
Yeah,
5
and it was
things.
6 questions.
Mhm,
Okay.
That's why she got up early.
mhm.
I see.
Okay, I'll burn all of my spell slots and meditate to try to channel magical, ethereal power
Sure.
into sensing
Uh,
any
roll-
weapon spirits in the area.
roll an Arcana. check, guys.
Okay. 7.
7. Guys, friend.
Do I get 7 extra miles?
No, I'm determining how.
Yeah.
How
7,000 miles.
So the
7
strongest,
countries from here.
the strongest pull you can feel is directly
direction.
north, which is basically towards Death Mountain. Strongest pull you can feel. You do not
So
get a
probably-
gauge of number or who it is, but that's the link.
There's
you
a lot
feel.
over there.
The strongest link you feel is to the north.
Alright. Let's see.
The
Okay,
next
that's all my
strongest
questions.
pull you would feel would
Mhm.
be to the northwest. That one even less distinct than that. All it is just a pull to that direction.
So, like, north being Death Mountain, northwest being the actual north?
Yes.
Okay. Those are all my questions. So then she'll go off by the waterfall, just wash off any dirt and sand on her and stuff, and quietly hum and sing to herself for a while, just relaxing. Then she'll head back to the cabin, and she'll float so she doesn't get more sand on her feet. Gets a towel in the cabin and starts drying off.
How are the others doing their morning?
Is Lumi just holding Akari hostage?
No, not entirely. Once she's ready to get up, she'll release her.
I mean, maybe she'll stay there until Lumi's ready to get up.
Like, no, you get up. No, you get up.
12 hours later.
No.
The rest of the crew knocking on the door. Guys, are we gonna get going? We got stuff to do.
Just,
Just
you know, after Demira gets back, that's when Lumi would finally decide it's time to roll out of bed.
Okay.
And Akari can agree.
Breakfast time.
Mhm.
Akari's so agreeable.
Gotta recharge.
I mean, the Vivra's gonna get up eventually as well. Probably wash up before leaving, if that's okay with Kingsley.
Thing written down for that, so.
Yo, okay. Not the
Excuse me.
clearing of the throat. You okay?
No, I choked on my breath.
Like, I have a thing written out for that. Yeah, here we go.
So, you would wake up actually to the sound of the front door closing, and then you can also hear the sounds of movement around near the kitchen. After
Okay.
probably a minute or two, and Kingsley would return to your room with a plate of breakfast. And he gives a slight knowing nod to you, and just speaks up. Says, in the tourist season, I've noticed that some travelers are put off by the idea of seafood for breakfast. I wasn't sure what you'd want, so I stepped out a bit to get some fruit. He hands you a plate of various dried fruit and some smoked fish on a little table that's nearby. And then he also goes, oh, as he notices one of his feathers in your hair, and he simply just brushes it out. You can see he's not like rushing you or anything, but mostly trying to respect your space. Speaks up again after a moment and says, I'm pleased that you accepted my hospitality. Night was much brighter with you. But also it wouldn't be fair for me to keep you too long from your friends. And it was a joy to meet you, so hang out as long as you want, or we get back to your friends. Either way, hopefully sometime we'll cross paths again on the road someday, as I do tend to travel quite a bit on the off season, trying to visit my family.
Oh, you travel.
In the off season.
I see. I will have to leave soon. My group, we've been traveling a lot as well, actually. So, possibly. But unfortunately, I can't say for sure.
The winds guide us back to each other, then it will be nice. He chuckles a bit, but give you his space as he kind of heads towards the room and just says, safe journeys, Twilight Princess, as he
What?
bids you a farewell with a feathery bow before closing the door and going off to his morning business, leaving you to have your breakfast or relax or do whatever you want.
He's so polite. Oh my goodness. I feel bad. But yeah, I think she'll eat the breakfast and obviously note the feather that was brushed out of her hair. I want to say that it kind of like floated down and landed next to her in the bed. I think she'll just kind of pick it up and put it in her bag. Zombie rushing these sweet lines, right? It's okay. Listen.
Not
let the
rushing.
bird
He's
be
respecting
awkward.
her
He's
space.
You went through
He
it
knows
so
what
fast.
they did. It's not being mean.
That's okay. No, I got something. Okay, I got something, chat. All right, I got something. So she's going to kind of like take her time doing that, eating a little bit. And he went out into the main. Does his house have like one of those waterfall things as well?
Sure.
Okay. So she. Sorry. Gosh, I need to calm down because I'm already getting giggly about it. So she's going to finish up and she's going to get up and go into the main room where he's at, and she'll say, I was hoping to wash up a bit before I left, if that's okay with you. Would you like to join me?
You see the eyebrow raise, and he's like, wow, if you're offering, of course.
And so they'll fade to black as they go that way, and then after that's done, she'll very politely say her goodbyes to him again and give him a very polite bow at the door.
This gives you his own flamboyant feathery bow as usual.
And with that done, she will head back towards the other cabins, and she'll notice that the sun's higher in the sky than usual, because she usually she's up before sunrise to do her morning stuff, and so her like meditations with Ferrora and whatnot. So she's like, oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, she'll kind of she'll like walk at a slightly faster pace while trying to be casual about it.
Alright. Some time has passed. Oh. You guys are gathering soon. I guess back at your cabin, Demira, Eli eventually would wake up and see you by yourself doing whatever you were doing.
Drying off with
Drying
a
off.
towel.
Drying off the towel. And he wakes up and he goes, ah, not again. Oh, wait, no, you're good. You have clothes on this time.
No, I don't.
Wait! Like,
You just don't like it when I change my PNG to the totally bare one.
no, apparently.
I spared you. No, she doesn't have anything on. She's drying off, and then Eli is uncomfortable, so she'll put the pink sundress back on.
He respectfully turns around for you to get dressed, even though
Yeah,
she
it's
probably doesn't
fine.
care.
There's nothing there.
Look, it doesn't matter. You're a
You're
lady.
very sweet. Thank you.
Anyway,
Did you get back late in the night?
yeah, unfortunately, it took a bit longer to get where I needed to go this time. I don't know why, really, but whatever. And then talking to, not Mikau and the others took quite a bit longer than I anticipated. So I unfortunately missed most of the celebration, which I suppose I picked up that problem.
Where are you, Eli? I can't see you.
He's gone. That's not even everything. But seems like they're winding down the celebration, so I didn't miss all of it, I suppose.
I was hoping to do a few more things I missed out on last night also.
If I may be so bold, do you mind if I join you since I missed everything else?
Of course.
That's when he takes the initiative to wander over you and link arms with you and says, alright, well, let's go since the boss man is gone anyway, so let's run away before he gets annoyed at us.
Alright, I have a few things I want to get done, and I'd like to spend some more time by the beach since this is my first time being to the ocean.
This time I'd be glad to escort.
She smiles at him.
Also, so totally unrelated question. Mostly because I want to mess with Velkorin, but he's not here to bother me. But are you single, Mira?
Oh, for real or pretend? Velkorin wants me to pretend to be his wife while we're here because he didn't want to go on a date with a pretty girl.
You see him. You see him kind of give you a look, and he's like, "Does he?" Kind of like points at you and just goes, "Ooh, all right. So you are available."
Holy smokes.
Like, well, that's questions for later, I suppose. I mean,
Insight
he-
check, what is he thinking?
sure.
I have new insight
You have
skills.
new
Demira
insight.
has decided to be a more insightful person. She wants to know what's going on. It was almost a 20, but it's not. But it is a total of 18.
Help you win. Implied he's like, he's trying to hide from a cute girl by being with a cute girl. He's stupid. All right. Whatever. Like, you can tell the look on his face is just like, not following his logic, but also realizing who his boss is. Sometimes.
Yeah. She smiles and she'll pull him out into the beach.
Oh. You take we'll say this happened before Vivra had her morning and while Lumi and Akari were getting ready, so you guys went off to do that, so that way time kind of works and makes sense after you have some time hanging out with Eli at the beach and doing some other stuff that you wanted to do in the morning. Everybody else is getting ready. We'll say everybody kind of eventually starts to gather towards the center, seeing each other going, oh, and then you guys find each other, so to speak, and merge. Rejoin the party.
I mean, it
It's when-
would be kind of funny if Eli and Demira run into Vivra.
Sure, we'll say they run into you first.
Oh, good
Okay.
morning, Vivra.
Oh,
Oh,
Vivra, you're glowing
morning.
today.
Oh.
Shut up.
What? I was being nice for once. All right.
What? That's I don't know with you, okay? Okay. Thank you. What are you doing here right now?
What? I can't have a day off too?
I mean, I guess you can, but
He was going to join us last night, but he arrived late.
right.
Big bugs like to talk too much. understandably compared to what, considering what we found at the cave, and it's being appraised right now. Yeah.
Have they found anything good yet? Or are they...
They need a few days. He's trying to, like, there's people around, so he's not.
Oh.
Yeah, that we're getting an artifact appraised, quote unquote.
They need a few.
Your bagels
right.
will be done soon.
Cabin. Maybe we head back.
The gist of it is they need a few days to go over the logistics before we can go to the next phase. So we have you guys have time to make your way back. Worst case, you could probably try Lumi's key to see if you can get into the lavender fog for a quick shortcut. But potentially, shut up. I didn't hear that. Cut is what I said.
Okay.
I kind of want that to be canon, because then Vivra would be like her eyes would widen.
Freudian slip, Eli, who was sleeping on the
Right?
hotel chair last night.
Mm-hmm.
Eli, what are you thinking about? Vivra does not say that. I mean, first he mentions Vivra glowing, then he says that. Is someone jealous?
The actions of my consequences. Alright, anyways.
Inside check!
Inside
It'd
check.
be really funny.
Anyway. So yeah, after you say the cabin, that's when they'll make you back. We'll say at the perfect timing, that's when Lumi and Akari happen to be coming outside and they see everybody. So
Well, a good morning to you all. Where's Velkorin?
I believe he's getting something to eat.
Oh, perfect. That's where we were heading.
We all
Vivra, have
need
you
to
had
order
breakfast? And Lumi eyes her with just the biggest bread.
knowing glance.
Yes, I have eaten already. She kind of like has a hand on the back of her neck.
Good. I'm glad you had fun.
Oh, you don't have to make it so obvious.
Obvious. What happened last night?
No.
Nothing that you need to worry about, Eli.
Oh, I see.
No, what?
Good for you.
Concern yourself more with Junie.
Oh, I'm sure she'd love that story.
Can I gust Eli?
Sure.
Roll his strength save.
Strength's all right. I have to roll to see if he gets knocked over.
Yeah.
The
My
19.
dex is bad, but I will try to catch his
Oh,
hand.
no, you don't have to. He beats the save with a 19.
Man, the one time I rolled well on dex too.
Yeah, you saved him the one time that Vivra successfully got him.
Mm.
And even though it fails, Vivra's like, that's not your story to tell. If there was a story to tell.
He implied that you would tell her. Jesus.
I tell anyone! Isn't there a rule about that? Don't kiss and tell or whatever?
I mean, if you're boring, sure.
Yes, he has a point. It does depend upon the person and their particular preferences.
Stop me.
Demira kind of breaks off and goes to the candy lady.
Great.
If I can find her.
What was her name again?
Demira's like, I have no part in this conversation.
That was Rosa, right?
Well,
No.
No. Flory.
Lori.
real
Yeah,
quick,
I'm like,
though, Eli,
Flory, that one.
go ahead, Vivra.
I wanted to reply.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, well, I guess I can.
Go ahead.
No.
Mr. Mara.
I was just gonna say because Eli says I'll stop teasing. Vivra goes, you won't.
You're right.
Okay, that's it.
All right. So
We keep speed running these conversations. Let me say things.
I wasn't trying to end the conversation. I was just
walking away.
Demira's like,
announcing that
Vivra,
Demira
shut
wasn't
up.
there
I
anymore.
need candy.
She pulled a Velkorin and I walk away.
Continue
Candy.
without me.
You guys, we'll say they're continuing their conversation of random bullshit, and then you go find Flory, who's probably helping
Flowey.
clean up. Flory. I said Flory. Anyway.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
I was wondering, do you still have any of those candies for sale?
I think I do. The kids took most, but I think I have a few. As she ruffled around in one of the boxes, and here's a few of them. They're just the rest, though. What?
That's all that's left?
It is. He said like 3 or 4 more of the sticks that are left.
Dang it. I wanted to buy like 1,000.
Oh, sorry.
No, Demira doesn't say that.
Oh.
I don't think she would have had 1,000.
Okay, I'd like to buy those.
No, it's
That's all
fine. I was trying to get rid of the last of them anyways, so I didn't have to store them. So here, you can just have.
Thank you.
Get to the last 4, so 4 of the chew jelly sticks or whatever we called them. I can't remember.
These were made with monster parts, weren't they?
I suppose technically, if you consider chew jelly to be a monster part.
Would you be able to direct me to the person who made them?
Person isn't here, actually. We ordered them beforehand.
I see.
Good question. Where'd you come from? You can
Dang
see
it.
her, like,
I
thinking
wanted
for
to
a moment.
Info. I want to get info on cooking with monster parts. This is Jaxie yelling.
I know. She's kind of thinks for a moment. Was like, I'll probably have to talk to Kingsley. He's the one that got the supplies somewhere, but I can't remember exactly. But
Okay.
if I see you again before you leave, I'll let you know if I find out anything.
Yes, if you know anybody who's skilled in using monster parts, I would love to get some information from them.
Cooking that's a little harder. I know people usually.
I didn't say. Did I say cooking?
You did
I thought
say
I
cooking.
said using.
You
I
said
thought I
cooking.
said working with or using.
I heard cooking.
I really did. I really.
I think you
Okay,
did.
cooking,
I heard
sure.
cooking.
Sure.
Nobody can
Sure.
confirm or deny it with me, but I thought I heard. Okay,
I
well,
heard Kingsley and kind of.
distracted.
My intention was to say working with monster parts.
Working with one part. We'll
Yeah.
say that's what your intent was for going with. Working with monster parts, I know most people use them to brew potions and such, so using chew jelly is kind of seen as the exception outside of some like super rare delicacies as far as like she knows a little bit but not a ton, but like going it's kind of gross to say out loud, but it's like using the eyes of a gliok as a delicacy is one thing you wouldn't really expect, but for the most part they're used for potion. I'm sure if you're brave enough you could try to make food out of them. Ooh, huge check. You're probably not going to hear much from a village like ourselves, but if you go to any of the main villages like Lan or any of the other villages within the kingdom that are major cities, or even just talking to a traveling merchant, they could probably help you out better than I can. At least I just hand out the toys and goods to the children for the ceremony, so I don't know a whole.
Okay, thank you. Do you have a library?
Kind of, not really. Their best bet would be to check with the innkeeper. That would be the closest thing to a library in this village. Unfortunately, our village is known for fishing, and that's pretty much it.
Thank you so much.
Or here. Goes back to whatever she was doing, assuming you are leaving.
Yeah. How many candies?
4.
Thank you. And I can't remember if I ate the one I had or not.
Turn to the group here. And another thing.
Lumi, I might need you to hold me back in a second. This guy's being a real idiot this morning.
Well, I could
Not
hold you
all of
back.
us had an amazing evening. I'm sorry.
The violence, and I simply think I might encourage it.
Oh.
Sometimes a man does need to be hit.
Wait. Wait.
Oh, did you expect
You say-
me to attack you, Eli? Bless your heart.
Oh.
Eli says wait as Vivra's like hand is like up. Like pauses.
Right,
Demira quietly says Demira quietly says to Eli, I used all my spell slots already. She can't protect him.
Like, shit. He segue, he goes, wait, I have a job to do first, as he pulls out a stack of letters.
Oh, the letters. Vivra definitely hesitates.
Look, he came bearing a peace offering.
Maybe he should have started with that.
Well, we gotta start with the first letter that meant for you. He hands it to you. This is an opened letter already. There's no seal on it, and I guess this is one from him, giving it to you directly. You find your name in my list. Down below a bit.
I wanted to respond when he said not all of us had an amazing evening. I wanted Vivra to say, well, maybe you should get a girlfriend.
Oh.
Fine, I'm taking Demira.
What?
What?
Alright, so
If you want, I can do the sending.
That
for the
would be
letters
helpful,
as we
thank you.
go.
so the first
You don't have to
letter,
multitask.
yeah, so obviously the first letter that's open, not sealed, anything is from Eli to you, addressing your letter to him.
I'm gonna punch him! Vivra doesn't say that out loud.
He hands you his letter to you first, and then assuming you're reading it.
She she looks at it and says, you should not use those words in that order.
He
What
just,
order did he put the words in?
he
What
just,
did you say?
What order did he put the words in?
He put cherished before my name and devoted before his.
Oh. Hi.
It's not like that, okay?
She's not eyeing Vibra when she says that. She's eyeing Eli.
he just kind of grins and is totally accepting the awkward assumption that is happening. As far as answering your questions that you sent to me, for the first one, as far as my ability to teleport, a man has to have his secrets, so I'm sorry, but something only I can do. And that's all you really need to know about that. Nisha is doing well with Okoku. Unfortunately, she was passed out pretty good once the last time I went to visit her, but she seems to be doing well. That's why she didn't have anything for you today. I think let's go with that. In a different channel, so let me go scroll back up really quick.
Vibra says, well, I guess I'll teach myself.
There.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Go.
But I'm glad
In your
Nisha is
reminders
safe.
channel?
Thought it was. Either blind or can't read.
Do I have to find it for
Wait,
you?
Please.
Child.
There it is. Nope, that's another one.
Okay.
Nope, that's
No?
something else. That frickin' there it is. There we go. I found it. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. Jesus, I'm sorry. I had a list of things to say, and then they all got jumbled on me. He does hand you an additional part. It looks to be a drawing that Nisha used
Oh.
by Nisha. She was to rephrase what he was saying because I lost what I was saying. That she had been staying up the whole night before he got there, studying the stars, and was passed out the day when he arrived. Basically, is what Okoku
Amazing.
told him. So there's no letter from her, but he did hand you a piece of paper that has a small doodle of some made-up constellations, and there's 3 stick figures next to a small one, and off in the distance there's a second small figure that's a bit further away.
Huh.
He else can do the rest of the letters for you.
A pile.
One from Eli immediately. That one already. That's the one he gave you first, specifically. Then you have one from Okoku, one from Elena, one from Sidon, and then something else after all those are done. But you have the other 3 letters first. Read them now or hold off on them, that's fine too.
Oh my goodness. Sorry. These are.
There's a lot coming in.
Yes.
The last one I will wait until it's.
The last one will
rest.
be later. Whether or not
Oh.
you decide to read the letters now or later.
Do you guys want me to read the letters?
Do it.
Pick
Do
your
it.
favorite. Pick
Pick
your
my-
favorite.
pick my favorite. Oh,
Uh,
Keepers Okoku's is long.
In the meantime,
In the meantime,
Demira will go to Lewin and ask if he has any guides on using monster parts.
balloon. Boop. Oh,
Oh, that guy.
You seem
If
thinking
you,
for a
I'm
moment.
okay with reading these online, on live, so that the chat can hear us. We could do like one, and then you guys do something, and then I read the next one, and then you guys do. If you want to do that, I don't know, like
Sure.
just space them out so that it's not just me reading for
Sure.
forever. Okay. So are we doing the bird first?
Let's
then,
do
or-
the bird here since I started it,
bird.
then we'll come back to you. He kind of thinks for a moment. He's like, it might be outdated, but let me go see if I can find my old book. But I'll see. He runs to the back real quick, and you hear a bunch of ruffling and things crashing and falling over. Oh,
Oh, God.
oh God! And after a while, he comes up, and there's a poof of black feathers as he bursts through the door. He's like, you really need to clean up back there. I have this. Like I said, it's very outdated, but it should get you started. You would probably want to talk to a more experienced merchant or alchemist, probably, to get the gist, but this is kind of a beginner's book for alchemy and potion making that does involve mostly monster parts. I just looked at my page and I just realized that Eli is whispering into Lewin's ear right
yeah,
now.
I was gonna comment.
But anyways, he hands you a book that is basically a beginner's guide to alchemy and using monster parts. And it's old, well used, probably very outdated, but it can get you the gist of some starting stuff.
Thank you so much.
Like I said, it's been keeping up space in my back, so don't worry about paying.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm.
She starts rummaging around. Where's my inventory?
I don't have one.
I do in my ring of storing. She'll take out assorted flowers and give him a little bouquet.
Oh. Thank you. I'll take this. This is fun.
Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
Sure.
Have a nice day.
You as well. Gives you a bow as you leave.
She'll curtsy. And she goes off. So now I have a beginner's guide to monster parts.
Yeah. A very outdated beginner's guide to monster parts and alchemy.
Okay. Good. I need that.
Okay. But back up to Vivra, who
Hello.
she decides she wants to read her first letter.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't. Sorry, I actually just finished reading them all quietly, so that's amazing. I love it. I'll go ahead and go in the order that I received them. So we'll start with Elena's. I don't know if you have it for the screen or not. So. Okay.
Not it. I change the thing.
Oh no! Elena just sends that and nothing else.
I found a book. I thought you would love it.
Velkorin immediately pops
Reappears.
up.
The fireball out of
so
nowhere.
tiny.
There
Yep.
we go.
Look how pretty. Okay.
On screen. Go away.
All right. Vivra Lacru. It was a relief to hear from Eli that you made it out safely. How lucky I am to be complimented by one of the heroes of hope, no less. The coronation first attempt was a stressful night, but I enjoyed our dance, and I'd say I enjoyed the quiet with you as well. I've always preferred actions over words. You don't need to thank me for doing my job, Vivra, but it is sweet. Though we usually meet in the forest, Lon City is my home, and I promise you I will proceed with care. I noticed the silent princess flower in your hair that night. Did you know that they are also sometimes called Princess of Serenity? The next time you visit the forest, I can take you to a sacred spot where they grow. We can always use more silence and serenity in our lives. Elena. Oh, but that's the second time she's been called princess today! Well, my marbles.
She didn't call you princess.
No, but she said that it's also called princess. It's funny, you know. The second time it's been mentioned, princess.
Yeah.
So. But very cute, very nice.
Now, to continue what Eli was responding to the letter you sent him, basically, but doing it in person. We'll make the assumption that you guys have head back to your main cabinet, so you're not in the open. The gist of what he said is, with Nisha's doing fine with Ogoku, everything's good on that end. She also mentions that Karn seems to be fine since Kyrian gave him a cushy, low-risk job, but he can't quite say more due to client confidentiality. Kind of.
Even for my own brother?
Follow the rules like everybody else. Also, I have been keeping an eye on the orphanage.
That's
I mixed
where I
the
get all
words.
my organs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
When he has time to, and ironically, Velkorin had already asked him to keep tabs on that quite a while ago. He himself has already been keeping tabs since before Nefea went missing. And he emphasizes that if it is any reassurance to you, the kids are treated well at the orphanage. Nefea's disappearance was the only thing that I can find evidence of being involved with a disappearance. Disappearances. Don't think the orphanage itself orchestrated her disappearance, but I do have reason to believe that they're being sent hush money. Keep the actual perpetrator unnamed. Nisha's recent experience is probably a clear sign of that as well. They're trying to cover it up. But I've got somebody keeping an eye on it, as well as Elena's efforts as well.
Wouldn't there have to be someone on the inside? It doesn't necessarily have to be the entire orphanage.
Yes, I think that's what he's implying.
Okay.
Implying that Nefea's disappearance is the only thing that's happened. The rest of the orphanage itself is kosher, so to speak, but obviously the person involved, whether or not they're in the orphanage or if it's someone, whatever, somebody is giving the orphanage hush money to keep it quiet.
Yeah. Well, it was, Nefea was the one that they successfully kidnapped, and then Nisha was the almost disappearance that Eli intercepted, right?
It wasn't
'Cause-
so much as disappearance as
didn't-
she was sent away.
Yeah. But, like, that would have
To
been a
cover up.
potential. That's what I'm saying. It's like
Right.
it could have been potentially. Like, if we're
Possibly,
following the
but-
dots and stuff. But there's no confirmation because she got out of there. And we're not using Nisha as bait, so that lead is done. That's
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
okay.
So, either way, as I said to the others, now that everybody's here and we're not out in the open, I was able to deliver everything appropriately. Obviously, they were very interested in the slate itself as well as the body. Basically, right now, they are scanning, trying to not so much translate, but condense the information, figure out what is actually important, what is damning, etc. You know how it works, logistics. Building a case, so to speak. We need to have this as clean, cut, and dry as we can, because otherwise it will most definitely lead to civil war if we don't do this appropriately. So, needless to say, we have a few days before we need to get back, so we're definitely not in a rush, and even still, we could always try Junie's key that she gave to Lumi if we need to.
We're already in a war, but
You know what I mean.
it could make it worse.
Yes. Having... Right now, the kingdom is somewhat united in the war against Twili, where you don't need to be split even further. So, we have to be very careful about what we do here, because essentially we will be going to take over the east, basically, is what's going to happen. We are taking Inaro's position. So, unless we do this properly, we could cause a revolt or revolution, etc. by the townsfolk, citizens, everything. We need this to be clean. And thankfully, with the information you all obtained, I think we'll probably get the next step from that point. But it has been a while since I visited Junie at least too, so I'd recommend that. It's a lot easier than traveling for a week at a time to try to get somewhere. Considering, me, it's a lot easier to just go poof, 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 and you're there. It's a lot nicer than, especially with the weather about to start.
It would be nice to be able to just poof places whenever we want to, wouldn't it?
It would be great, Man, if only somebody could teach you that. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
If only there was someone willing to teach one of us.
Only there was
Or
somebody
all
willing.
of us, even.
Only.
That makes me curious.
Hmm.
When Velkorin uses the teleportation spell, if I'm being worn or carried as a weapon, I can be taken with. Would that work with your ability, Eli? If you were to have me worn or carried as a weapon, as an object, would I be taken with you?
Good question. Huh.
I mean, your
mean-
mail never gets left behind.
Well, yeah, I know, but my mail is not a person.
Yes, yeah, fair.
Do you
You
have a
don't-
limited amount of times you can do it each day?
I can do it as much as my endurance allows me to do it. Normally I can't take anybody with me. I do know that much. So that is an interesting question. I don't know if it would work with you or not. Question for later, I suppose.
Demira's got like a scheming look on her face that she's not hiding very well. But anyway, she's acting normal, looking around.
Vivra's got that
There's-
anime lightning thing from Eli to her.
Yeah, there's just something in her eyes that she's thinking of something. She has not let the topic drop yet.
Demira speaks up. Let's make everyone into weapon spirits so Eli can carry all of us
Whee!
everywhere.
Ooh. I mean, if it's willing, that's
Dark.
different than her.
Yeah. True. Just still a dark thought.
Yep.
I don't mind relaxing here a little bit longer before we head back, but I do love the lavender fog as well, so whenever everyone is ready to go, just find me. What's happening?
Sorry.
You okay?
Navi was attacking me, apparently. See?
Okay,
What happens when I don't mute my phone?
Lumi has returned also.
Didn't know she disappeared. I missed that part.
Welcome back.
So essentially, Eli was saying that we could just head over to the lavender fog at some time today, and Demira said she doesn't mind relaxing at the beach a little bit longer, but whenever everyone's ready, if they want to go to the lavender fog, just go find her.
Right.
Give the key a shot and see if we get in this
Yeah.
time.
Because the last time she improved the key to make its odds of working more, but now she knows about the key deteriorating after each use. So that would be her next task to fix. So
Yeah, to keep getting upgraded.
well, yeah, obviously she's trying to sell a business, so
The key has to be upgraded until you've got like a 50-50 shot at
Right.
minimum.
right. The other gist of what you missed was just Eli confirming that he transferred the body and the Shiekah slate to the Royals. They're basically going over all the evidence, trying to build their case against Inara so that they can act without causing civil war to happen. Basically, what the intent is to take over Inara's area, but they need just proper justification to do it so that they don't cause civil war. So they're building their case. That's why we have time to get back. So. And he just recommended going to the lavender fog because it's a lot more convenient and you don't have to travel for a week.
So then you can do other stuff for a week.
Yeah. Exactly.
This is true. All right. Okay, so Demira wants beach time.
He's
Beach tub.
And also she's scheming something.
scheming.
So she
You mean
holds Eli's hand and kind of walks off towards the beach with him.
So apparently I'm coming with. Fine with me, I suppose.
fun? Anyway, Akari, how are you feeling?
We had a small laugh from seeing Demira trying Eli off. When going back, they of course focusing as soon as Lumi asked the question. It's a mess, but I'm hanging in there, she said while thinking about it. Just kind of a lot to still think through.
Do you want to talk about it, or are we still processing?
A little bit of both. Processing so we can talk about it.
Lumi kind of looks around, decides on a random direction. The ocean is always lovely, even if it is snowing. Let's go sit and we can chat a little bit.
She nods.
Where's Vivra?
Where's Vivra? Vivra kind of just got left alone.
That's why I immediately was like, where's Vivra?
Demira grabbed Eli and walked off, and then Lumi grabbed Akari and walked off, and I think Vivra was like reading the letters, and then she
So
like,
you-
looked
And
up
she looked up
goes,
and went, "Oh,"
Oh.
and then left.
You would physically see Lumi like stop like she's walking and then she stops part way and she turns around. Vivra, are you going to come with us?
What?
Or are you going to stay back? It's fine either way.
What are you doing?
We're going to go chat about
Chat?
yesterday.
Yes. Oh, listen, we don't need to talk too much
Oh.
about yesterday if you guys don't want to talk about yesterday. I mean, you guys can talk about.
Go gossip.
You guys were with each other yesterday. What?
Okay, not
bad.
Not
Okay.
Pause.
not last night, Vibra. Not last night, Vibra.
Okay. Yesterday day.
Yesterday day.
Okay. Well, forgive me. Listen. I needed.
Lumi's just giggling.
Like, completely ignore the fact that you
Yeah.
guys fought a monster, fucked up
Yeah.
shit. You want to talk about the dude
No,
I
I
slept
don't
with
wanna
last
talk
night?
about
I don't
that.
want to talk about that.
But
Yes.
she like puts the letters down and goes, yeah, yep, okay, let's go.
Also, because I can't not let Eli's letter get read, I'm reading it for you guys, for the audience
Okay,
at
go for
least.
it. I was gonna ask if you wanted me to read another one of
Yes,
them.
I am reading this because it's too funny to me.
Okay.
I love that.
Just for context, the letter he received from Vivra starts
Yeah.
off with, "I know we can't always see eye to eye."
Yes, to give the context. So, his response to that letter is as follows. My most cherished Vivra Lockrue. Within my heart of hearts, I know this to be true. The only reason that we cannot see eye to eye is that you are 8 inches taller than me. Your devoted man, Eli.
Typical Eli.
This is why it's like she's. This is why she gets all like. What is it? Apprehensive, aggressive when he's around because she's like, this guy's up to some shenanigans, and I will not allow him to have it without.
He's just living his life.
He is living his life, and his life frustrates Vibras.
Great.
Rage baiting is a love language, just so you know.
Gasp! Listen, it's not like that, okay?
Zom, as the DM, you decide where Velkorin goes. 'Cause
Uh,
he was also standing there with us, right?
Probably. He's okay. Typical of Velkorin fashion. He's gonna just hang back and write some letters, do some work, because he's like, well, they're having girl talk. I'm not gonna be involved.
Girl talk.
Or he's going back to sleep because he needs his hours.
So once Lumi finds like an appropriate section of beach where there's not
Yeah.
eavesdroppers.
We'll say it's a bit further down the coastline, further away from where the celebrations are happening, so there's not really anybody hanging out.
She kind of drops herself gracefully into the snow and then pops back up. That's not sand. That's that was
both.
cold.
Both.
That was a little bit chilly. I don't suggest doing that. She's gonna dig out the shawl that she bought yesterday and lay that down.
Is there a spell I can do to... I'm wondering if we can make a nice little warm-ish area.
I mean, she could cast
Fireball.
Tiny Hut. She
I
could
was
cast
thinking about
Leomund's Tiny Hut.
Cute.
It can't be
Make-
ritual casted, so
A choice.
Well, yeah, plus Tiny Hut would prevent eavesdroppers in general if we wanted to do that.
Essentially in a different plane. So.
it would. So okay, after she does that, she's gonna just tap herself on the forehead and go, duh. And she's gonna cast Tiny Hut.
Okay. And it's
Cool.
temperature controlled too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be comfy in there.
All right. Now, the ground won't be cold. No one can hear us. And we won't be cold.
Just the 3 girls, and then Demira and Eli are off doing their own thing, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Indubitably.
Perfect. Sounds good. Do I need to tone shift the music?
Do you?
I don't know.
Will you?
Akari, how deep are you gonna get?
I mean,
I'll let you talk, and if I
Finger on the
determine
trigger, Zom.
if I determine it needs to be changed, I will see.
Says the Akari ain't processed it all. Now this is gonna be different.
Akari's had time to sleep on it. A little bit.
A little bit.
So, how are you? What's on your mind right now? That you were bleeding a bit, and that was concerning. What exactly was going on?
So she was really saying she was complaining of it.
She had been bleeding.
Bleeding.
Oh, right, the bleeding.
Blood.
Yes.
Or
Okay.
the blood from the nose, the ears,
Yep,
the
right.
concern.
Right, the DM did put that in there with the description for games and stuff back.
Oh.
She thinks for a moment, placing like a finger towards her head, or at least towards her forehead. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, but it seems that thing was able to just snap a bunch of memories into my head.
A bunch of memories from that place?
That place, before that place, in
All
that
of
place
them?
before it became that place. I suppose all of them, if what he says is right. So it's still a lot to process.
Yes, that would be. Wow.
Getting them all at once would explain the bleeding, I think. That's a lot.
Yeah, and it's not a nice thought to think that somebody like them could just do that at a snap of a finger.
Most modified memory spells aren't quite that potent. So that's concerning.
Very concerning.
And for the class, Lumi's personal thought there is, what if there are other people out there like this?
Oh.
She's not voicing that, but I felt like
Yeah.
giving that to the rest of the class.
Just for my own bullshit, Lumi, roll an Arcana.
Mm.
Ooh, you about to calculate the possibility?
The possibility of one of them being among us.
No, this is for some understanding, or at least more understanding potential.
Whatcha? That's gonna be a Arcana. That's an 11.
Would you like an inspiration?
Nah. Not for this. Zom will probably make us roll something later.
Yeah, I would say 11 isn't gonna get any extra info. So you understand basically what you understood.
Yep. Modified memory isn't normally that potent. That's about it. That's all we got.
Yep.
I had a train of thought.
And it
I
left
did too.
without you.
Oh,
I had some.
I think-
I had some intuitive blinked.
I think
music
after
is just so
thinking
relaxing.
for a yeah, we all pass out. No, it's like, I think after thinking for a moment, Vivra says, "But it's a good thing, right? Remembering."
I suppose one could think that. Well, what if all the remembering just seems to probably perhaps give good reason to think you're not a great person.
Well, you're not that person anymore, right? Well, okay. Let me know if I'm overstepping, but I'm assuming that whoever you used to be was a lot more like your mother, ruthless and stuff.
I suppose, however, perhaps in a way, she wasn't always ruthless.
Oh?
The person that we were informs who we become, but it's seldom the whole story. Your actions going forward are going to mean much more than what happened in the past.
Yeah. It's hard to really say fully, but I guess the main thing is, with so much on in the back, I'm wondering if I can even really, or really be one to be kept around, because, maybe I'm a danger if that could just happen. And I guess the modified memory thing, like you said, modified memory is not that potent, but what if somehow I could be controlled and just be just as dangerous in as in the memories?
Is there a reason for you to believe you can be controlled again?
Is there anything to tell me I can't?
Well, you're here. You didn't get your memories back and immediately try to go back to whoever was. Right? She, looks at Lumi.
Right. You stayed with us. You made that decision, and whatever the monster was that we dealt with was merely controlling your bodies.
Right. The puppeteer didn't get in our heads.
Even when I was controlled by the and her eyes go wide. Oh no. Even when I was under its command, I remember what I did. I couldn't fight against it, but I recall, and I was able to apologize. as if that makes up for turning Velkorin into a turtle.
He's been through worse.
Maybe all right.
Yeah, his girlfriend almost killed him, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. So, there's very few instances where I think we need to worry about you not being yourself, Akari.
I suppose that's true. Until any actual proof or sign to show that it can happen, it's not really a possibility to have to worry about.
I mean, I can't think of anything that strong, but if it would help your thoughts with staying with us, then I can send Malice a letter asking after anything that, if he knows of anything that can cause that level of change. Do you know about how many years they would have changed in your memory?
Yeah, how many years would that have been?
Approximately 40, because you assumed you were in your 20s, but you were actually in your 60s. So, yeah, about 40 years worth of events came flooding back to your mind when they removed the modify memory spells.
That's a lot of years.
5 memory spells.
The
That's more than I have. More than all of us have, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Aside from maybe Lumi.
Lumi is, in fact,
Yeah.
Foss.
yeah, she's 75. Or she's
Yeah.
65.
65. I thought
I
she
don't
was
remember.
65.
You gave her 10 whole years.
Hang on, let me look down.
I
my
said
It's the
60.
stress from looking after Akari. She gained 10 years.
Yeah. So the irony of
Yeah, her
when,
brother is 75.
so the irony
Nice.
of back when Akari got hit with the other re-dead that made her get older, she actually was the appearance of like an 100-year-old person.
Huh.
That was a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I think Wither was
yes,
still
the
in the
choice I
party at
made
that
with
point.
Wither was dead during
Or
that.
was that? Oh, all right, that was at the place
Wither's
after
been
Wither
dead the
Wither
whole
died.
time.
Right.
Yes. True.
Anyways, I interrupted though.
Good information.
So when asked how many years, she'll say it would seem like perhaps 40, give or take.
Well, you're aging just as gracefully as us Rito do. Just not even not a flabbergasted.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's a perfect example from yourself as well.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Vivra would be like, "You guys, I'm here still, you know,
Right,
right?"
Vivra, part of me wants to have Vivra say, should I?
Libby kind of flips a braid, just then gets a little laugh. You should see my mother. She doesn't look a day over 40.
Can I do an Arcana or a history check on the Modify Memory spell to see what Vivra knows about it and its normal limitations?
Sure.
Okay.
This will be
So
your second attempt for an Arcana check since I had Lumi try as well. So the DC will be a little higher.
the DC will be higher.
I mean, I can't just be like, everybody do the check because they failed it.
Well, no, I'm doing a different check. I'm doing it specifically on the Modify Memory spell. I don't know what.
That's basically what
like-
she did too. Or what I was implying
Oh.
she was doing at least.
That's not fair. I didn't know that. I'm a different person. I got 18.
Uh,
Why is it harder for me just 'cause she rolled
18
bad?
is technically good enough.
We love
It's within the
technicalities.
threshold that I. From your understanding, modify memory doesn't quite work to the extent of what Akari was explaining.
Not nearly.
Because as far as you are aware, if I'm going, this is above table, I think modify memory only lets them affect like 10 minutes worth of a memory.
10 minutes within the past 24 hours.
Exactly.
So
So
not
this
even.
is
Yeah.
multiple
my
years and
meta-knowledge,
years
yeah.
of time. So something was enhancing it.
Yeah, it's
within-
always 10 minutes, but with upcasting it, you can change how long ago it happened.
Right. So with the 18, you kind of came to the understanding that either an extremely powerful mage was the one doing these spells, which would check
Or a
out
deity.
with a royal of her standard, or because it's already been Shiekah tech bullshit, they might have been using monsters to enhance it. Specifically, something like the False Hydra's blood could be some potential because the False Hydra affects your memories as well in a different context, but we don't know. You don't know all the things that they were doing. All you remember is they were experimenting with monsters and Shiekah tech and combining the two. So
Yeah.
a typical modify memory spell does not act that way, so they did something else to affect her. So it likely a lot more involved than you can imagine.
And even with our limited knowledge on the false Hydra and what Lumi wrote down, it's not as if this is common knowledge already.
No.
So Vivra's like, while you two are doing your little flirting, Vivra's like sitting there, her legs crossed with her like tapping a knuckle on the bottom of her chin, as she's like trying to calculate just how strong the modify memory spell would have to be to affect it, to affect to that extent. Yeah, because there's nothing higher than modify memory. And then she'll kind of say, the only time, I mean, even when we encountered the time goddess, we didn't lose that much memory. So how could mortals take away such a high amount?
What do you mean, lost memories from the goddess of time?
I
She
thought,
asks-
did you? Wait.
Finally comes out that Vivra was the only one that lost her memories.
I thought you... Oh. Funny story. Not really. It's not funny at all, actually. Do you remember... I mean, obviously you remember Wither and us, you know, finishing the unfinished business and all that stuff. Well, afterwards, we were in Termina, right? But I didn't remember any of that, and I didn't even remember Wither until maybe a month ago? So I had lost a couple months of time to that, but that was a deity. You're talking 40 years by whatever the puppeteer is, or whatever was in there.
He's just kind of is still kind of taken by shock to learn that Vivra actually forgot about Wither and everything there, especially everything that happened in Termina to boot. When did Perla leave? Was it still in Termina?
After we returned.
Yeah, Perla left once he got
Okay.
back on the mainland after helping the Gatari. Well, not helping, but
Mhm.
hanging out with the
Okay.
Gatari.
Okay, then yeah, Vivra would still have some memories of Perla's presence.
Vivra's writing something down. So if we assume that I lost 200, if we assume that I lost 2 months of memories approximately, I'm approximating, okay? Then you lost 240 times that amount of memories by whatever they were doing in there.
Maybe she just didn't choose to make you lose that much. But then again, do you have 40 years worth of memory?
No. But also, why would they erase my entire life?
Okay, what can I make you roll to? Roll
245 would be 10
a.
minutes.
What the fuck would this be?
That's 240 times 24.
I need
So
a science. No, I need a science
16,
roll.
2 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9.
What?
So 0, 0, 2 times 4 is 8, 2 times 2 is 4. So just on the basis of...
How
Holy...
you just do a.
Okay, so that 57,600 times the amount that the modify memory spell can do on its own.
How about you do?
How many wizards do you know? No, sorry.
At least
that was
2.
actual math.
Numbers a normal amount around here.
Vivra, how about you do just
Yes,
a general intelligence check for me?
General intelligence check. Okay. Think I'll use my inspiration on that one because I want to know what's happening. Okay, intelligence is +3, so that's a 19.
19. Good for what I do. You understand. So, your first train of
19's
thought
pretty
kind
good.
of starts with what you're thinking with the modify memory stuff, and you're like, wait, why
Oh
have
no,
they
it's
got
even
us?
more than that because I forgot to do the minutes. This is 10 minutes, not 10 hours, so I have to. Okay, sorry, I don't need to do that anymore. It's a big number, folks.
Big number. Your thought goes to like the modify memory spell and being like, well, why did my memory get changed? Why did nobody else get changed? Why is this
Yeah.
happening? Why is that happening? After running the train of thought, then realizing the fact, wait, Wither was dead the whole time. She wasn't supposed to be where they were. When you guys went back in time, you corrected history, so to speak. So your memories that happened technically didn't happen once you
actually
corrected
happen.
the thing. So your realization was somehow a time paradox, or of your understanding of space-time, whatever bullshit you want to call it. The party themselves were a paradox because they retained their memories of
We're in a
Wither.
different reality
Yours
entirely.
should have been gone, or everybody's should have been gone, but for whatever reason they kept. So you guys are living paradox because of that. And for whatever reason,
That's-
you regained your memories back too.
So Vivra's like scribbling stuff down, right? She's like furiously writing. She does the math at first, and then she does the whole figuring out like different planes of existence and the fact that they're outside. And if paradox is a word in this reality, she's gonna write that down and go, "Oh no, my forgotten memories were the real memories," which means that when I was the oh my gosh. Okay. So wait, but if this is this the real reality, or is it the one we left the real reality? Because if that's so, then the one we left, we might have been destroyed. We could have destroyed that one, and we
Now Vivra starts bleeding out of her ears because she's
I was
having...
gonna say her nose starts bleeding or something, because we're like, even like talking, I feel like outside of the time paradox, talking about the paradox is bad for the paradox, because we are the paradox. And if we're the paradox, then oh Lumi, you're inside but outside, you're not actually one of them or us or these. We shouldn't be here, but we are. And she just kind of says all of that
very
all
confused.
at once.
Libby is watching this occur, and she's just nodding very slowly, like, uh-huh.
Very good, parents!
Akari
I
is
just
just
lost my Oreo.
staring blankly.
You lost an
at
Oreo?
her friend.
No!
I broke off into the
Oreo.
milk.
Oh.
Lumi was
Oh,
getting
no,
ready to
look,
hand a
milk.
little snack to Vivra, and it falls onto the ground.
No!
She was having a little snack while Vivra was having an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kidding. I'm gonna get Oreos.
I'm gonna do the math, by the way. I'm gonna.
While Vivra's having her existential crisis of this, though. Yeah. I lost her train of thought.
Everybody
Yeah,
gets their train of thoughts.
3,456,000.
All right.
Akari's
All right, well,
crisis is like on the back burner. Let's go to Demira and Eli.
I was gonna say, while we get the train back on the track, let's go to Demira and Eli and see what they're doing. So you guys can reground yourselves.
The stand-in husband.
The stand-in. Oh. So, Mira and Eli are walking on the beach, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And hanging out.
What's Eli saying? Is he giving me a nice time out here? Is he being a nice gentleman taking me out to the beach?
Yes.
Or am I doing all the work?
He likely attempted to give you his all that he's wearing. Tabard, I guess, technically.
Is
In a
what?
tunic.
His shirt, tunic. Because he's not sure if you can feel cold, because I don't think he's ever heard you say you're cold or not cold. So, but it's also snowing, so
So he gave me his.
yeah, say he gave you a tunic
Oh, thank you.
to try to keep warm. Like it is snowing, so hey, being attacked by a demon. I'm sorry. I'm being attacked underneath my desk. He would be he would likely be subtly talking about stuff that he probably experienced with Nefea without directly saying it was Nefea that was doing, like, he would be like, oh yeah, I used to go shopping in the district with it at this time with this person, but without actually saying who it was. Trying to see if Demira remembers, maybe. He's trying to see if he can maybe jostle her memories a bit, is what he's trying to do subtle.
Interesting.
If you are
And
trying to infer.
Is there any effect from that?
Suppose I could have you roll. I'll just say, how about you do a history? It's not quite what I want to do, but I think it probably makes the most sense to see if your memories may or may not affect.
7.
7. They are not connecting.
I'm saving my inspiration for something else.
That's so. Okay, we'll say it's mostly just small talk for the most part while you guys are walking on the beach, but he's just kind of telling you some stories about his life, so to speak, because he's finally has an opportunity to talk to you actually alone without being people around, and obviously he knows that you were Nefea at this point now. So he's trying to see, is there still a connection to Nefea, or are you truly your own person? So whether or not Demira is picking up on this, that's, I guess, up to you.
I will insight check.
Say if you would like to insight check.
Here comes her
gonna
more
be so good.
Well, my
I almost went for intimidation by accident. That's not what I'm doing. 25 total insight.
Well,
so
his
she just
roll,
picks up on all of that.
His roll was a 3, and you might maybe not, like, the first 2 times he just randomly brought up the story, you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. And then you're like, wait a second. He's definitely fishing. Trying to see, and like, every time he finishes the story, he kind of gives you the weird look of like, nope, okay, next one. So, you can probably, I mean, compare the roles against him, you very much are putting together, he's trying to see if I remember.
She starts to smile at him as she sort of realizes it. I think I know what you're trying to do. I wish that it was working, but nothing is coming to me. You're talking about Nefea?
Oh, no, I'm just telling some stories. I don't...
Okay, it sounds like you had a lot of fun with your friend.
Yeah.
I have a fun idea, if you're interested.
I always love fun ideas.
Can we try the teleportation thing?
He's like,
Worst
roll-
case scenario, I would just be left behind, right?
I think there are some other worse scenarios that could happen. Roll a persuasion check. Ow.
Oh no, I want to persuade him, but I don't want to use my inspiration yet.
Well, I have to roll against.
Which die is gonna be good? Which one? This one looks persuasive. Oh, good.
Metal dice, not like probably a good thing for you.
21.
21 compared to a
I
5.
I got an
So-
18 on that die.
You see his hesitation, and you kind of just give him the look, and he's like, "Okay,
Puppy dog eyes, sparkling.
we'll try it once.
Yes.
But if something
And
goes
if it works,
wrong,
we have to get back.
do not tell anybody."
I will keep it secret.
Like, nothing else.
Do you think that you would be able to take me to the top of the Deku Mountains?
In there. Thinks about it for a moment. Pulls out his map and shows you. You mean
Here.
like here, right?
Yes.
Probably should work. Okay, well, let's try it, I guess.
All right. Please hold me then. She'll spin around into a giant poleaxe.
He expecting you to be heavy because you turned into a weapon. He's like, oh,
And you now have 20 strength.
huh. A lot lighter than I expected. And then also realize, oh, didn't mean it.
Crumples his map into dust.
Ah. So, puts you on his back. And, right, well, see if we can try it. You see him look around for a second just to make sure nobody's watching. And, yeah, well, you're... It's extremely weird from your perspective. Because you became a weapon, so you're not blinking as a weapon. Whereas, like, a normal person, it would be like if you blinked and then you're in the different spot. Literally, the world suddenly shifts and you are at the top of the mountain.
Yes.
Like, goes to reach from behind and you're still there. He's like, oh, thank God. Pulls you out. He's like, can you turn back to human, though?
Yeah, she'll do it.
Oh, thank God.
And it works.
Okay. It
Okay.
looks like it worked.
Good.
All right. That was stressful.
Would you like to help me look for some Sundelions?
Oh, that's what you... One of those, we could have gone somewhere way easier, but I think this place
Really?
is better.
Demira doesn't know about it, but yeah, that's true. I could have been like, take me to a sky island.
Mhm.
But Demira doesn't know about that, so... I won't. Sorry, go ahead.
If she asks, it's up to you. Because he did say that out loud. He's like, oh, if you wanted Sundelions, I could have taken you somewhere way better. But,
Really?
well, yeah. I mean, you know, they grow where the sun is, and... Or not the sun, I guess. They high elevation.
Elevation.
Elevation. I was like, that wasn't the right word. It sounded wrong. You can't really get much higher than an island floating in the sky, so...
There's islands in the sky?
Ooh. Well, secret's out, I guess. Whatever. Yeah.
Are we allowed to go?
Hey, yes, if you say it's a weapon, I probably won't get yelled at. We'll go to that island where there's no people. Okay,
Let's try here first, because sometimes the Koroks will help me out. And then we could try a sky island?
Sure.
Okay, I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time. I saw an opportunity to get
So
more
keep doing
Sundelion.
it. I was curious about the Sky Island.
You can tell me what to roll. The last time I did this, I asked if I could have advantage from Koroks helping me because it's in the Deku Woods,
Mm-hmm.
and I have the
You
blessing
have
of the
blessing.
Deku Tree, so I can get help from stuff, so that the Koroks could give me the help action, which means I roll
Excuse me.
twice.
Yes. it will
Okay,
be-
so
that's-
tell me what to roll, and I'll roll at advantage for it.
Investigation.
Okay. Let's do these two. Okay, so that one is a 20 total.
Oh, okay. Yes. A decent enough roll for that, and you have the help with the Korok. Advantage. Also, Eli is also helping you because he knows things are. And
I'll ask a Korok to help Eli, and then he can roll too.
Help him out, little Korok.
yeah, between the couple of you and the Koroks that are helping you, probably find a decently sized bundle of Sundelions. So we'll say it is a crop of about 5 Sundelions,
Okay.
if you want.
And then is that the only roll I get for this area?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then can we see the Sky Islands now?
I'd say if you wanted more than 5, but you can't take a lot because then I definitely will be known about it. But I mean, going to an entire field of Sundelions helps a bit.
A field?
Oh, you'll see.
She'll turn back into Poleaxe.
So, yep, you turn back into your axe. He puts you back on his back again, and the same weird thing again as the world shifts around you instantaneously. Very confusing. As you are suddenly way louder than the other one.
Loud!
Sorry, use a different one. As
Eli putting on his tunes.
I obviously did not prepare Kyle in for screenshots yet because I wasn't expecting this.
Okay.
But
Definitely not.
no, that is like end of game, last place you guys are going almost. So that is
Guys,
not ready
our
yet.
sequence broke the game.
She broke the sequence. You are immediately greeted with the bright, obnoxious sun because you're high up in the air. You are so high, in fact, that you are above the clouds. Quite a bit above the clouds. The obvious first thing that is in your line of vision as a weapon is, well, you can come out now, as he takes you off his back. And you are essentially standing in the middle of a entire field is not the correct word.
Meadow?
Clearing, garden kind of like aspect. It's an entire island of Sundelions, but the island itself is maybe 30 feet by 30 feet. It's a small island, but it's covered in Sundelions, like just all over the place. And like I said, you are so high up that you guys are well above the clouds. You can feel the sun on you. It is a bit cold still, just due to the elevation, but it is much different. Obviously, the winds are a bit stronger up here too, but you're plenty weighed down enough to not get blown away. He's like, all right, okay, this is, yeah, we're here. This is the good spot. Obviously, there's plenty here. I think only a few though, because if we take too many, we might get in trouble by the Rito that are up here that people aren't supposed to know about, and I did it again.
Demira's just like jaw drop.
Look, I have known a lot of things for a long time, and sometimes I forget which things are not supposed to be told. So,
Of course.
and he's like, hopefully we didn't time this at the... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
As you... Whoops. I had it ready and then I clicked on the wrong thing. You hear a very loud
Uh-oh. I'm
as
gonna get
it
eaten.
echoes through the sky, and he goes, "Oh, that's the. Ugh.
Demira ducks down kind of into the flowers.
It's fine. They're not
For
gonna
a
get us."
secret keeper, Eli sucks at this.
So
Don't tell Velkorin I almost got you eaten by a dragon.
he just is like, points
What is
the sound out as you turn around, and you can see it almost looks like a moving thunderhead cloud. And every so often you can see what looks like a massive serpent kind of peek out of the thundercloud, but almost is like this thundercloud is following this serpent.
Oh.
He's like, well, wait, you guys did talk with the...
Is that another world serpent?
Did know. Yes, that is... oh, I wrote down all the names.
Oh, where's my book?
I know I wrote them down somewhere. Where?
If you control F one of the names that you do remember, you should find the rest.
I left my book
pretty
across the room.
sure
I definitely wrote this stuff down.
This one is Levius.
Oh my gosh, I have so many pages.
Because I think I named them.
Leviathans, land, sea, mountain, sky. Ever seen a desert serpent? Four serpents: Eldin, Lenan, Nagu, Levias, Sky / Thunder, Leviathan.
That's the one. Levias is the. So I didn't. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I did remember it. I named them after the Skyward Sword dragons. So this one is Levias. Whatever.
I remembered that I wrote something down. So proud. Okay. Yay. Yes, Levias. Or Levius.
Somebody typed that we might go long today. So if he wants to still pop in, go ahead.
Yeah.
In chat. Alistair is about 40 minutes out if he decides to show up, so yeah, Eli speaks up saying that's World Serpent of Levias, I think.
Yes.
The Serpent of the Sky or Thunder. He hangs out high above the clouds, though you would never have seen him otherwise unless you're on the Sky Islands here. This is one of... I've already spoiled the secret, so I might as well tell a few things. Don't pass this on to anybody. The party is probably fine knowing this, but don't tell any random people.
You're going to tell me extremely interesting things
Yes.
about an extremely beautiful place.
Yes.
And I'm not allowed to share any of it.
And share it with the party, but please don't tell anybody else because the Rito will kill me, probably.
Okay, I think I can do it. If I can at least tell them, then I think I can do it.
So
She's kind of teasing around with him, but...
which he did not pick up on because
Yeah,
Demira is
he's
extremely
stressed.
honest, and he's like,
yeah, that too.
So, as he kind of explains, so you know about the other Leviathans from the Fairy of Valor, I think you guys told me, as she told you about them.
Yes.
The Earth, yeah, because the Earth Leviathan actually woke up, and that's what I saw in Death Mountain. As well as you guys got eaten by the Sand Leviathan, didn't you? That's how you ended up in Paramount. No, you guys fell in. That was the other one. No, wait, no, right, you weren't there. I'm telling more things you don't know.
Oh yeah, I almost answered the question too. With her speaking to me from beyond the grave, she says there was a sinkhole in the desert, which could have been the Leviathan.
Maybe.
But we don't know that, and Demira super doesn't know that.
Anyway.
She's just there jawing.
I'm pretty sure we did get swallowed, though. Like, that's how we got spat out.
Perla got swallowed by the Leviathan. You guys fell through a portal in the sand when you were fighting your brother.
Yeah, okay.
The first time you fought your brother before you knew it was
Yep. I remembered someone getting eaten. I just kind of assumed it was
Perla
us
was the
because
one that
things
got
happen to
eaten by
us.
the Leviathan. The Sand Leviathan you guys saw on your way back. That part I do remember. You guys, or at least Velkorin would have mentioned to him. And then you found the desert or the Earth Leviathan in Death Mountain. The other two Leviathans that you haven't seen yet is the Sea Leviathan, which is the most concerning one, because that one's power is extremely unstable at this point, so watch out for that one. Not that you guys are going to the sea anytime soon, but that the bad one, so to speak. I shouldn't say bad, that's not the proper word. But anyways, the Sky Leviathan here, the Rito that I was talking about before, they actually harvest the energy off of the Leviathan as it's flying. As you can see, it literally flies through a thundercloud that constantly follows it. Well, the Leviathan itself generates lightning energy, and the Rito capture that energy to use it in their lives, basically. Which is why they've been kept secret high above the clouds, and, you know, most people can't get above the clouds here.
That's incredible.
Unless you are a Rito. But they
Lumi
definitely...
would love to hear about this.
Probably. But they definitely want to keep it secret, much to the effects of, like, the Gatori, but even more so, because obviously they are mostly worried about people trying to abuse that power, because obviously if you can contain and store the energy of a bolt of lightning, that's a lot of power that can be going to wrong things. So, but anyways, you didn't come here for the Leviathan, you came here for the Sundelions, and I gave you a history lesson that I probably shouldn't have told you, but oh well. I trust you not to
Well,
blab it to inappropriate people.
does he did sorry, my brain is kind of all over the place, but he did just tell me about more info about the Sea Leviathan too, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. Does Esmeralda know about the Sea Leviathan?
You would have to ask him, but I would, considering he was a seafaring folk, literally a pirate according to what or an ex-pirate at least, he more than likely heard the rumors. Whether or not he saw the Leviathan, I have no idea. But possible.
Very interesting. I was completely caught up in it. But we shouldn't leave anyone worrying.
No, good
How
point.
many flowers can I take?
He kind of looks around. You can see, like, he goes through and is picking specific ones this time. And I guess if you want to try to notice, like, try to distinguish which ones he's picking, if you want.
Yeah.
Roll a, I guess, nature check. Do nature.
Okay. 13. Not great.
13, not great. You can definitely tell that he's selecting specific flowers. And the closest thing you can maybe see, you don't have a ton of knowledge on, especially Sundelions, but generally your closest guess is he's probably picking the ones that are closest to going from the flowering stage to the seeding stage, ones that are about to quote unquote die before they turn into their flowering or seeding stage. So the ones that'll be about to be seeding anyways.
Yeah. She smiles at him and watches him.
Picks a bouquet of Sundelions for you that has about 10. I probably can get away with this.
Thank you. You're very sweet, Eli. way you chose the flowers. Thank you for helping me. Do you want to keep any?
I will keep one as a memory of the experience with you.
She smiles and blushes a little. So how many more do I add on now?
At 9. 14
9.
total.
Yay!
The 5 from where you found, and then the 9 that he gave you minus.
Did you know that I found 20 of them once?
He's not on a sky island. Ooh,
No.
Oh. That's
Thank
these
you.
are supposed to be rare, but another
I
reason
know.
why if
I
I
know
show
that now.
Demira cornering the market.
Like, where does she keep getting these?
finding these, she's affecting the supply.
All right, she will smile and twirl back into a poleaxe to go.
Right, and go. Yes, we
You
should
shouldn't
go.
overstay your welcome.
Definitely, as you can see, the Leviathan actually has changed its trajectory and is starting to come. Oh no! Yep, let's go. The world shifts around you again, and you back into the waterfront.
Yay!
Back on the beach again, where you guys started, with the exception of a couple of time has passed a little bit.
Thank you.
Check out.
I didn't mean for it to be quite that complicated, but that was much better than I could have expected.
It's new. Just please, only the party members. If you decide to tell them, that's on you. But try to keep
Yes.
it like that. Like I said, that's not supposed to really know that exists, with the exception of a
course.
very, very few people. Like Celia might be the only one about that.
Who's Celia?
Hey, and
Oh my god.
that one I can't tell you. We'll talk about that one another time, maybe.
Cheaper.
Okay.
I apologize.
I understand. No, I should not be so inquisitive.
I need to
Thank
learn to
you.
keep my mouth shut a bit more often than I normally am. Sorry. He pauses for a moment before he was about to say something, and then kind of caught himself before he said it. But he wants to finish. I used to tell these stories to Nifeo. She obviously thought I was just telling stories of my travels. Whether or not she believed me, I have no idea. He reminded me of her.
Thank you.
But we're told that we should probably get back to the crew, figure out where we are.
Yes. Demira nods and she'll look around for the others.
At this point, we probably see the weird bubble of snow in the middle of the beach, even though I don't think that's how the hut works, but either way.
It's like slightly opaque, right, or something?
Something like
I
that.
think it's
I can't
opaque from
remember.
the outside, yes, and then transparent inside.
There's a weird dome of snow on the beach, and he's like, I think I found that.
Ah, the igloo.
Head over
Random.
to that direction, and
Yeah, we'll head over.
I guess
At this point, River's like, I'm fine. It's fine. Okay. Listen,
Is
I'm
there-
sorry. This is not. We were here to help Akari. I have a headache.
I think that might have helped to some extent. It certainly took my mind off of everything. New existential crisis. Thank you for that.
from the inside of the hut, can you see outside as if it was clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would be able to see, one, Eli and Demira kind of just appearing on the beach and start to approach your direction.
Vivra,
No
like,
discretion, Eli.
Vivra, like, taps under her nose, because of the nosebleed and sees it, and is like, I don't suppose anyone has a napkin.
You would be shocked what I keep in this bag. Give me 1 second. Lumi mother hens digs through a bag, produces a lovely handkerchief. It is embroidered.
I can't, no.
It's fine. It washes out. I have my ways.
Alright, Vivra, like, just starts trying to clean herself up, hoping that it stops bleeding before the others arrive.
Well, I assume you
Before
guys are
they get
in
in,
there.
Vivra says, we shouldn't tell anyone else. If this happens to be, who knows, I don't think we should even tell Velkorin. It's better to not know.
About the paradox? About what
Yeah,
happened
about
to
being-
Akari, or about your nosebleed?
No, about being a paradox, she's trying not to use the words, right, out loud, so she's like, I feel like it's better. I'm sorry, Lumi, you're now roped into this. I might have made you one of them by telling you. I don't know how it works exactly, but I think the better thing is for people to not know.
Meanwhile, the rest of the party already knows. Technically.
Lumi just blinking out of sync real quick, like the lizard eyeballs going, what the fuck?
Right. Of course.
Oh.
Anyways, Akari, how are you feeling?
Well, after hearing all that said, she's just kind of staring. Just you wouldn't be able to tell if it's that she believes or just thinks that Vivra's a bit crazy for even saying all that. But yeah.
Holy smokes.
At this point, that's the plan. Demira probably are approaching the dome, so you definitely can see them being close, and he goes, I don't think there's a door on this. Can we come in? He's just looking at the dome from the outside because he knows how the spell works.
Lumi's like, what's the password? And then remembers, he can't hear me. And she just reaches her hand out to pull them in.
Nice.
I was going to ask you what the password was, but you obviously couldn't hear me.
Oh. Password is I have a red rupee? He
The
holds it up.
password was you have Demira, but...
Oh, I have Demira.
Eli,
Finally.
tell them about the island.
Oh.
The island?
Couldn't waste a second. Yeah, island. And proceeds to basically just tell all of you guys what he just told Demira.
Yeah, good.
Lumi's eyes just light up. Oh, that sounds amazing. There's not dollar signs in her eyes yet.
So, after a quick explanation of recap of what he just says basically to her, it's all of you now. And to make matters easier, we'll say that somehow Velkorin was listening from the distance.
Oh my gosh.
Or
Yeah,
at
he's
some
here
point,
now.
or at some point, you guys will pass the information.
Yeah,
We'll tell him about that part specifically.
Did you guys have a good day at the beach?
Yeah.
A long silence.
A time has been had. Yes, the ocean is lovely.
We'll say
Insight check.
I will say the back of Vivra's head right now is I'm not real. I'm not supposed to be real.
Vivra's having some other
yeah.
issue.
Yeah. So that's why she hesitated and went, yeah.
Vivra's anxious. That's normal.
Yeah.
I will insight check separately, one for Lumi, one for Akari.
In that case, I am going to roll a contested deception.
Oh, you're never getting past that.
purple for Akari, and birds for Lumi. All right. Insight for Lumi is a 21.
I rolled on the dice a 15. Would you like to guess my modifier?
A billion.
11.
At
12, I
least
think.
plus
Like
12.
12.
You are correct. It is 12 on the dot.
I
I
thought
was
so.
one off.
Oof. 27, right? Oh,
Yes.
So I can't get any extra info off of Lumi then.
as far as you know, she's telling you the
And-
truth.
Yes. And for Akari, that is a 28.
Wow.
I could use my inspiration. Because I'm probably not going to use anything else later, so I could re-roll for Lumi.
I'm very
Okay,
proud of
so
your insight.
Vivra tries to hold
I'm
up
very
a-
proud of you.
yay!
Okay,
Demira wants to be more insightful like Lumi is.
okay, that's
Oh, I rolled way worse on the inspiration, so I still get
Oh.
nothing from Lumi.
oh well, yeah. Let's see. So
She's
you're
what
just
you
not
what
a
are you
student.
what are you trying to insight?
Demira is trying to see generally, like, how do you look right now emotionally? Because it seemed a little suspicious when she got back, but then Lumi seemed normal, but how does Akari seem?
Akari looks like she just got a lot on her mind, like the past few day or so. The day or so, since the whole thing.
Are you alright, Akari?
It's just very lot of time to kind of process.
I see. If you want to talk, let me know.
Yeah, I will.
She'll just give Akari a hug.
Akari gives her a hug back.
Should we all head out?
I think it is certainly time to give it a try.
if you're
agree.
ready.
Find a door then, don't.
Pick a door, any door.
I think you just leave.
Well, we have the key, though.
I meant the bubble.
We need to put the key in
Oh.
Vibra's on a completely different wavelength right now.
Yeah.
It's very cute.
She's holding the what's it called? The lost it. Not the tissue. The
She's
word.
holding the handkerchief. She's trying to have the
Handkerchief, thank
handkerchief
you.
folded in a way that you guys can't smell the blood on it.
Have a
Demira will
nosebleed.
step out of the
Yeah.
bubble.
They are perfectly normal. Okay, Lumi, here's your handkerchief back.
Covered in.
Thank you, darling.
I was trying to write down that I had the beginner guide to monster parts. I almost wrote down beginner guide to handkerchief.
Oops.
Beginner kind of handkerchiefs.
This is why I can't do notes.
Nope.
By the way, if he's reading into that, she got a 15 on her deception. So
Mhm.
yeah, dude.
Burp. That's an at one, so nope.
Actually, yeah, she said it's a completely normal nosebleed, and he just went, yeah, all right.
Alright,
His
whatever.
Vivra.
I guess old. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Find a door so that Lumi can use her key not to get out of the bubble.
Find my dice. Is that the one? Yep, alright, that's my 9. That's my percentile. Okay. Do.
Number my
You got your numbers. Alright, I've got my dice.
This is
Everybody.
the improved key, right?
yes.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
everybody cross
Why?
your fingers.
Okay.
We got a 62.
Two is within the range.
Yes.
Go. 40 and 80 today. So
Blessings
as
upon us.
you put the key in, you turn the key, you hear the click as if it was unlocking, and you go to open the door, And when you open the door, obviously, instead of a house you're about to walk into, it is the Lavender Frog.
It worked. Well, we got lucky today.
And unlike the normal doors, or like the ways you walk in through, where you guys walk through an archway, and you're in the fog, this time you are directly in the building itself this time, if you walk through the front door.
Julie, my love, your
What?
key works.
Oh, I gotta bring her back. Ah! Where are you, Junie?
Where's
There we
the
go.
I was like,
frog?
what's happening to her?
Ah!
She's got a particularly difficult customer
Yep.
currently. She's
Yep.
trying to balance the dish for.
And I gotta switch to the Lavender Fog. Oh, we get no screen for a second.
Oh, they're in the void.
Transitional
They're in the void. You guys, yeah, it's loading screen.
There's a
Some
little help tip
tutorial
on the
tips,
bottom.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I have to adjust. We haven't
Press B to dodge
Yeah.
enemies.
Oh,
propped
sorry.
those ones yet.
Did you know that a Shiekah rogue is a Shiekah?
No way, guys. Is that a spoiler?
Yeah. The irony of, so as you greet Junie, her immediate response to that is, I didn't mean to do this, before you freak out.
What?
Look around.
As
What's happening?
you look next to Juniper on the bar, you see a tiny, about 9 inches tall roan standing on the table.
What did you do, Juniper?
I didn't do anything. And Roan speaks up and she's like, it is fair. She told me not to eat the thing that I ate. It's not her fault, which you guys can barely hear because he's tiny.
It was my fault.
If
Oh my
all things-
goodness. Wow.
No, it's I found. Oh, Roan speaks up as much as he can, as loud as he can, I should say. It was my mistake. And then he kind of pauses for a moment and looks to Juniper, but he also says, but it was partly not my fault because you wouldn't let me eat the other candy so it could be reversed. And Junie kind of stops him and says, nah. And the last time we did that, I had a 28-foot tall boy in my house, and we're not having that. You saw what happened yesterday. And he's like,
Oh.
How long does the spell last, Juniper?
a day, thankfully.
Wow. A whole day.
Defense, they were kept. Well, nope, the little ones weren't. That was kind of my joke thing, but the big ones are kept behind the bar, so nobody should see those ones.
Can I see what she's referring to?
Yeah, he points out the jar that has a bunch of colorful mushroom-shaped candies that there's a note hanging on the jar too, and she does point out there is a warning on the jar that says don't eat this. So
Do you think that a 9-year-old has the self-control to not eat a candy left out?
definitely not, especially considering on the other side of the tag it says eat me, so I guess it's partly my fault, but I did
Why
warn
would
him.
you tag
I-
it?
I warned him not to eat it first.
That's like putting a big red
Look-
button in front of someone who likes
look,
pressing buttons and saying,
It's
"Don't touch that."
okay. It's fine. He will be fine tomorrow. Back to normal. It's okay.
Yes, but now you have to keep track of a 9-inch tall child.
Yes, fine. He can hang out on my shoulder for the day. Can help me sell things. Like, I don't know.
Rowan,
Even and large only lasts a minute.
I assume that you tried it for research, right, Rowan?
Yeah. I wanted to test it before I could figure out if it could come out of the fog for her. Yeah,
You're doing a good job then.
that you don't even need to insight roll that one. No, he saw candy and was like, I want candy.
Yeah, not 9-year-old child. Despite everything else about him, that is still a child.
I have
Label,
a 9-year-old IRL. I regularly have to lock away my sweets because otherwise they are gone within the evening.
Yeah.
label on the front says eat me. On the back is the disclaimer that says if you eat this, you will get shrunk to 1/10 of your size.
By eating this, you agree to our terms of service.
Yes, basically.
There's a story written about something like this. Good heavens. Anyway, your key does work, so there's that good bit of news.
And she's like, oh, perfect, good. That's great that it worked this time. What does it
Lumi's
look
going
like
to
now?
Produce the key exactly where Lumi was going. She's producing the key so that Juniper can inspect it.
So she does inspect it, and like the last key, it does look a little more tarnished now that you've used it once. So it does get used up once it's been used. Still working on that. Aren't we, Roan? As he looks down to Roan, who is like, yeah, I talked to Father the other day about that one, and we're working on a way to keep it from deteriorating. It seems like the magic that's used within the key just deteriorates the key for some reason, which I guess it's trying to jump to a different plane of existence, which makes sense. And he's saying a lot of big words that wouldn't make sense to him for some reason, but he knows what he's saying, I guess. Because that's what he's training to be, just like his dad, an enchanter. So we're working on the enchantment, basically. Once we figure it out perfectly, we should be able to get.
And then the fog will be an absolute beacon of transport.
Actually, have you seen Dad lately? I haven't seen him. Oh, he's been busy.
When was the last time that we saw him? It was before when we left from the.
Before you left to the lab, it would have been the last time you guys saw him. You turned in the quest basically for him, and then he rewarded you, and then he left.
So 3 days ago, tops.
Technically 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he also asked, and how, if you have, well, since you have said you've seen him recently, how is he? He look.
Well, you know your father. He is resting, just not enough, as he's prone to.
Yeah, no, he seems like he's been really, really tired lately. Like, I know, my dad, he's always working, so I get it, but even after he sleeps, he seems like he's still tired. Kind of worried that he's working too hard.
How many points of exhaustion was it that we had clocked him at?
He had
Like 2?
He had 2 points of exhaustion.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he sleeps and then he doesn't rest the next day. So I feel like that just kind of stays at 2.
He'll get some time off soon, I think. To actually rest. But that's not anything that you need to worry about, Ro.
I know. You know. Also,
I know.
Also, Tira's getting annoyed at him for not coming to say hi and have a tea party with him, so.
Well, it sounds like I need to swing back by Lon so that she can have her tea parties.
He hasn't seen you in a while. Sure, she would love.
I have, in fact, been absolutely absent since I've joined this group, but they are lovely.
They seem like wonderful people. This is when I laugh and be like, hey guys, you forgot Velkorin. No.
No, he came
Oh,
with
no.
us.
He came with
Came
us,
with
I
us.
know. I know.
You forgot about Lori.
We're holding him up like Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps everyone in this group needs a little time for their own personal lives as soon as we get a chance.
What's a personal life? Sorry, he doesn't actually say that.
The one you've been asking us to give you time for the whole time.
Lumi staring off into the abyss going, oh my god, am I the only one in this group with a personal life?
Demira's like, this group literally is my whole life.
Dang.
But she doesn't need to say that out loud. Everyone knows.
Obviously, Juniper, we were successful. The stack of letters I left you, burn them.
I lived.
She's
bitch.
like, wait, which? Oh, right, those ones. Yep.
She's like, send this one instead, and it's just a painting of a middle finger.
She wrote very heartfelt goodbyes to her family.
Ah, right. Yes, they'll be gone.
Just burn that shit. They don't need to hear any of that.
As a matter of fact, I can deal with them right now. Hey, and she snaps her finger, and you just see a
Hey.
in the background. There's a
Just a whoom.
all of a sudden a boom, fireball. See, done.
This is why you are my favorite.
You're mine.
And this is also why Lumi does not realize that she and Akari are genuinely flirting.
Yes. Oh, this is what I do with my straight friend all the time.
All the time.
This is how we talk.
Well, obviously, I must entertain my favorite guest. So, do I owe the pleasure, or is it just for visiting sake today?
We are making our way back to the kingdom, but we are coming from the...
Oh, God, save me. Let me look it up. Thank you, Vibra. Yes, Quora.
You're welcome.
Ah, the fishing village in the east. Remember that village?
It was quite lovely. And, Rowan, I have something for you and your sister.
Huh? Like, he looks excited and goes, I might not be able to hold it for right now, but...
You might not, but that's all right. And so she's going to produce her... Where is it? I wrote them down. She's going to produce one of the pearl bracelets that she got and hand it to... And kind of just, like, drape it gently around Roan.
So, instead of a necklace or a bracelet, it is literally...
It's like a necklace.
It is more than a necklace for him. It is...
And, Juniper, I got you a jar of sand. It has no magical properties at the moment. I'm sure you can fix that.
Your pause. I have ideas already.
And of course, I got a bracelet for your sister. When I return to Lon Lon, I'll get that to her.
Yeah. Not sure how long I will be here, and I'm not sure how long it'll be until I get back. So, yes, that would be best. Make your way there to pass it along that way.
And that's all Lumi has. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. She hands everything off, literally does that.
I'm the best auntie / friend / maybe stepmom.
So you can see Rowan kind of goes back to what he was working on, which you can see he's kind of writing notes and trying to somewhat study one of the shrinking candies, which looks giant on next to him compared to his current state. I think I have these figured out. Good, because I have a way to take these out of the fog, hopefully. Like, well, Rowan looks to Juniper and says, well, they would be the perfect test subjects, so to speak, if you wanted to give one to them and see if it stays with them when they leave.
What?
Test subject was the wrong wording. I'm sorry.
Actually says that if she's in earshot.
Moonfur just goes, ah. Okay. Wow, the test experiment definitely was the wrong wording of it, but we're trying to figure out how to get stuff out of the fog, because most of the time it disappears. Well, Rowan has messed with the enchantment on the candies a little bit to see if they can work outside of the fog. So she goes, takes a couple of them, hands them to you, is like, if you would like to we just need to see if they disappear when you leave, basically.
See, well, that
well-
I think that we can handle.
Sure.
Are brave, you can see if the enchantment works too, but I won't press.
What
I can try.
is the enchantment supposed to be?
Drinks you like that and points to Rowan.
Oh, okay. Well, she wasn't sure if it was the same candy.
Do we have a bit of both?
The big ones we're still working on. We wanted to get the little ones ready
Oh.
first.
I was asking the DM, but yes,
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
Have
Sure,
the
why not?
shrinking ones.
Well, Roan makes it look like a lot of fun.
It is, except for when I need to go anywhere. Makes eating really easy.
That sounds like a dream come
Ugh.
true.
Ugh.
wouldn't you just be extra hungry once you became big again?
I guess we'll find out. I don't. Yeah.
Demira will sit at the tavern bar. Since
Excuse me.
everybody's getting settled in now, I assume.
Are we each
The-
taking one candy then, or
Yeah,
how
if
is
you
this-
want to. She
Sure, yeah.
gave you guys 5. You can distribute them if you choose to. The bar itself is pretty empty, except for one person who is sitting at the bar, which you recognize as the man who was there before with his starry cloak. There's
Velian.
Velian, yes, Velian. Velian, the same man from before. He's nods at Demira knowingly.
Oh, hello again.
Nice to meet you again, Demira. You have been.
Yes, quite well.
Hmm.
I hope the same for you.
He has good company. Is good company. Is good.
Is good company,
Is
yes.
good
Well,
company.
both.
Oh. You
Don't
see,
worry, she has good
What I
company.
just said out loud, that was him. He did that on purpose. Because he was like, wait, he's a little awkward.
Both, I suppose.
Or back of the Lavender Fog. Bar. The bar music. I'm ashamed. Yeah, so we are technically at time, but if you guys want to continue, we can. We can take a quick break, and we can keep going if you would like, or we can finish off there. Either way.
I mean, this feels like a good stopping point.
It is a pretty solid stopping point, not gonna lie. But whatever you guys want to do.
I hunger.
You hunger?
I hunger.
I heard Jaxie about to say something. Stop.
That's
Oh,
okay.
sorry. You
As
can say
one
the thing.
before.
If
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would go longer. Either way, I'm just hungry.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do then, since we are at kind of a good stopping point. We'll leave it off there.
I guess he gets a chance for our 5th to be there too for this part.
Yes. Yes, for this punk to show up. All good. Either way. So yeah, we'll finish up there
When
then.
you say all good twice, it's not all good.
It will be all good then. Yes. We'll finish up for tonight then, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for the Lavender Fog again. Party gets into while they're at the fog for a brief time. Thank you all so much for coming, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Oh.